Won by the Thunder. To Gordon. the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Murray into the front court. Down 2 to Middleton. Waiters to Favors. Able to convert inside.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Thunder with the basketball. Gordon to George. To Aaron Gordon. George. Paul George. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
What was once a tight space is no longer. There is absolutely no way the defender can recover after that move.
To Waiters. Work it down to Favors. Shot from the lane won't go. Fox into the front court. Lead is 2. To Paul George. The rebound's taken by Detroit. Murray with it. Down just a couple. To Middleton. Drummond. Middleton. And strokes it.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
That's out. Last touch by Dion Waiters. Into the front court. It's Fox. He'll run the offense. Nothing going here on that drive. Paul George. He's 3 of 5. 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
That's up, baby.
Almost. Unlucky bounce. Basket's good on the follow. Way to stay with it.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Reset here. Let's see what they do. Dion Waiters. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions.
George. Jumper's good.
I mean, I don't know how much better the defense has to play you on that one. The guy was right in your grill, and you still knocked it down.
Pistons have it.
Get down, get down, get down. Half court, hands off.
Parker. Here comes the screen. To Parker. Middleton.
Watch your back, watch your back, watch your back.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. Missed his first. That one goes.
Old school equals high percentage.
Cook to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. George on the drive, but his shot misses.
And this is where you know you have the offense right where you want them. Every possession, all you see them doing is complaining to the ref, complaining to each other. You're making the game uncomfortable. That's the mark of a good defense.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oklahoma City's got it. Paul George. To Williams. Here comes the screen. Williams. Not easy.
Even though the coach initially may not like that shot, now he's clapping because that ball went in.
Parker into the front court. Down by 1. Here comes the screen. To Parker. Trying to cash in, and he scores. Unguardable, Jay.
Did you see the distance between him and the defender? You could pretty much put a department store between the two.
Prices coming down. Smith into the front court. His team up by 1. Olenek guarded by Taj Gibson. And a whistle.
That's just a blatant foul. Maybe he's trying to make a statement.
Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Michael Kidd-Gilchrist with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Detroit with 4 to shoot. Jakob Poeltl swats it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Finishing inside the paint on that one.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Okay, hacking does still exist. Might be setting the tone for the second half here.
Kelly Olynyk at the line for 2 shots. Shoots it at 75% for his career. And hits the first free throw. Can't connect on the second, and he splits the pair. Oklahoma City ball.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
Has a chance. Open look, and he buries it. Defense has to wake up.
Man, if we were at Rucker Park right now, everybody will be wilding on the court. Guaranteed.
Here comes the screen. Short jumper won't go down. Pass stolen by Detroit. And that's a backcourt violation. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it. This for the tie. 1 quarter down. The Thunder with the lead. One quarter down. Neither side really distinguished itself. Jay, what stood out?
I know you're wondering why I'm clapping. Both teams came out in the first quarter, and they executed. When do you ever see that, Ed? You have to continue to bring those competitive juices into the second quarter, and we're going to have one heck of a ball game.
Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Jamal Murray. Tough shot. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Add 2 points to the board. Murray with the basketball. Down 4. Waiters. Here comes the screen. To Waiters. Dion Waiters. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Fox across the timeline. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
And last year, it seemed like PG really had a difficult time finding that next-level elite PG. No doubt about it, this year, he needs to be playoff P all day, every day.
He gets it.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
Paul George fires, can't connect.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. To Waiters. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Love the fact that the shooter created contact on the upward motion to shoot the basketball. Big time play.
Derek Favors. He's got 2 shots coming. For his career, 66%. First one, counted. And he makes them both. Nothing going here on that drive. George to Jordan. From the outside, no good. To Favors. Won't go down. De'Aaron Fox to George. Gordon. Pass stolen by Detroit.
When it's a tight game, those missed opportunities on the road make it tough.
Down low to Favors. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
The drive, right to the basket. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Paul George at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Got it at the line. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Waiters. Drummond. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
De'Aaron Fox to Paul George. Nothing going here on that drive. Dion Waiters rejects it.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Murray into the front court. They trail by 1. To Middleton. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. The shot by Murray, no good. Fox with it. Leads just a point. Williams to Jordan. To George. Nothing going here on that drive. It's PG for 2. Unbothered by the defense as he drills it. Jay, when you break down Paul George, where is he at his best?
He needs to be engaged. He needs to have the ball in his hands. He needs to be needed. And that's the biggest thing for Paul George. When he's the guy offensively and he makes those clutch shots, it re-engages him defensively. And that drives him to be the best version of Paul George there is.
Paul George to Jordan. To Fox. George swallowed up by Drummond. Murray into the front court. Down 3. Now pass taken away by the Thunder. Easy path to the rim.
There are certain guys in this league that should be put on alert status 24/7 because either they're posterizing you or that attempt can still be a poster.
It's Detroit's ball. Probing the defense. It goes down.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. To Waiters. Jamal Murray. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
De'Aaron Fox. Down low to Williams. Pistons come away with it. To Middleton. Jamal Murray. He engulfed him that time.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
De'Aaron Fox goes to the right side. Has a look. Williams' shot won't go. Jamal Murray, tough matchup against George. Scores from the post. Long key from three-quarters court. That's it for the first half. Thunder with the lead.
I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Thunder have the advantage on the scoreboard at halftime, and these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pistons were unable to find an offensive flow in the opening half. They've been scrappy, doing their best to be competitive. We'll see if their efforts are more rewarded in the second half. These are the guys getting buckets for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Field goals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
Paul George has the defense figured out, and his shots are falling for him. That's a lethal combination that will be hard to overcome. No one wants to be picked for this segment, but he couldn't avoid it. Maybe he'll turn things around in the second half.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
Thanks for joining us for the halftime report. The second half is about to get started.
Murray with it. His guys down by 9. Short jumper won't fall. A bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Waiters to Favors. And it's Jordan there for the rebound. George to Williams. Doesn't get the bounce.
When I saw this team come out and warm up, everybody looked focused. They looked into the game before the game even started. I saw a completely different team at halftime. Guys were coasting around. Guys were talking to girls in the stands. Guys were playing around with the ball boys. They weren't focused, and it's showing up right now in the second half.
The big fella, Andre Drummond. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field. The Thunder have the possession. Paul George to Jordan. Sizing up the defense. Gordon with the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Murray with the basketball. His team down 9.
Hey, watch this screen.
Nothing going here on that drive. George lets it fly, knocks it down, off the step back.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Murray into the front court. His guy's down 11. To Middleton. To Drummond. And finishes strong. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Andre Drummond tips it.
Just incredible timing on that slot.
Cleans it up. Another follow, still no good. To Fox. Here comes the screen. George to Jordan. Won't go. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. Drive to the basket, but the shot won't go.
And one of the most underrated things in this game is quick lateral speed. Good job by utilizing that speed and taking away the lane.
Murray into the front court. Down 11. Oh, good defense there. Thunder with the steal. Short jumper off the mark. To Middleton. Jamal Murray. And he stays cold from deep as he misses another one. It's no good.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Murray with it. The deficit now up to 13. To Waiters. Favors. To Waiters. Over to the right side. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go. Fox into the front court. The advantage is 13 points. To Paul George. Here comes the screen. Paul George to Fox. Has a chance. It's good. If you don't stand in his way, he's going to make you pay.
Man, he's got the defender out there tap dancing like that on national TV. That's not a good sign.
Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Tony Parker, defended by Quinn Cook. To Middleton. To Drummond. And the Thunder with the rebound. Gordon. Down low George. Rebound taken by Olynyk. Pistons ball here. Jakob Poeltl sends it away.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
To Gordon. Kelly Olynyk. Huge block.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
George, shot off the mark. Good defense. Parker with it. Trailing by 15. To Middleton. Five seconds to shoot. Has a look. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
Zaire Smith at the line. And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. To Gibson. Nothing going here on that drive. To George. The Thunder down to 4 on the shot clock. Trying to cash in. Taj Gibson. Better late than never. That was his first shot, and it goes down.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Murray with the basketball. Down by 15. To Waiters. Knocked loose. Picked up by the Thunder. Kelly Olynyk with the block.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Third quarter comes to an end, and a nice cushion for the Thunder. The Thunder have it to start the fourth quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Here comes the screen. Able to convert inside.
There you go, finally. Shoot your shot.
OKC ball. George. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Parker. Detroit with 4 to shoot. To Parker. Beyond the arc for 3. And it's Cook who grabs the rebound. Good look that time, but off the mark.
I agree. I thought there was a foul, but also it's all about your approach. You can't come down the lane and jump off one leg. It's called a power lift. Go off 2 legs and expect the contact.
He'll go to the foul line to shoot. Dion Waiters, couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. Off the mark on the first free throw. Knocks down the second after missing the first. Thunder with the basketball. De'Aaron Fox to Taj Gibson. Probing the defense. Taj Gibson, not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Smith with the basketball. Down a bundle. Defense making the ball carrier work. Free throws coming up.
I say this a lot, and it's only because coaches harp on it all the time. Read the scouting report. Know who you can and should send to the line. This is a case of knowing a shooter probably had a better chance of hitting a jumper than he does of hitting the free throws.
Good bounce back. Hits the second. It's a 1 of 2 trip. Into the front court. It's Fox. His guy's up by 15. Here comes the screen. To Jordan. Down low. Nice pace. Sets it up and slams it down.
Oh, man, did you see that swiftness? He dunked that thing like a tennis ball.
It looked like that in his hand. Parker into the front court. Looking to make something happen. The screen sets him up for 2.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Fox across the timeline. The lead is 15. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Driving right to the basket. Doesn't have the touch. No good. Fox with it. His guys hold a commanding lead. Nothing going here on that drive. De'Aaron Fox. OKC now with 4 to shoot. 4-3. Can't go down. Smothering defense. Pistons have it. Parker. Surveys the floor. For 3. Won't go down. To Fox. Gets a look. Can't hit. Parker with it. His guys down big. Tony Parker. It's been a quiet night. Only 3 attempts, but he makes that one stick.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognized how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. De'Aaron Fox to Paul George. Now to Jordan, down low. Oh, scary stuff from DeAndre Jordan. Consistent effort. He's at 50%.
Come on, DJ. Give the people what they want. I want that for my screensaver.
To Favors. Short jumper won't fall. To Fox. Here comes the screen. De'Aaron Fox to George. Shot clock winding down. Gordon. Okafor with the rebound. To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Middleton to Waiters. And George able to gobble up the rebound. Williams across the timeline. His guys holding the big lead. It's George for two. Can't connect. Defense did its job that time. The possession in favor of Detroit. To Middleton. Fires the three. Can't connect. It's no good. Jordan to Fox. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Middleton. Aaron Gordon snatching it out of the air.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Jamal Murray, at long last, he missed his first 5 attempts from beyond the arc, but he gets that one to go.
Welcome to psychological warfare, provided he's not taking bad shots. But if I were the defense, I would let him keep shooting it, make him think about it a little bit more.
Williams to Fox. Here comes the screen. He buries it, creating space with the step back.
Oh, don't see the read, be the read.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench. Time for some new personnel into the game. Jamal Murray. Offensive rebound. Oh, and a putback. Good victory here for the Thunder as they win this one handily. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Rolls here, and I've got your EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Thunder were solid in today's victory. They did it with blocks, and they did it with steals. More to the point, they did it with excellent defense. They committed to the grind and got rewarded as a result. Check out the leading scorers for the Oklahoma City Thunder. The Pistons didn't get the victory they wanted here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Field goals.
The Oklahoma City Thunder were allowed a few missteps because of how much better they shot the ball when compared to the opposition. They were rewarded for their accuracy for sure.
Player of the game.
Paul George
Read the defense perfectly, and his teammates reaped the benefits with easy baskets.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose, and it's been our pleasure to present you with some NBA basketball.
The opening tip won by the Jazz as we get started in Salt Lake City. Murray with it. Looking to make something happen. Oladipo defended by Thompson. Pass to the rim. To Ball. Thompson. His first effort off the mark. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Oladipo. Jay, we talk about it all the time. The coaches in this league, who best puts their players in a position to shine? And now I give you Quinn Snyder.
I remember Quinn Snyder, after an ugly loss to Atlanta last year, really made some changes to their system. And here's the thing I love about Quinn Snyder. He recruited me when I was 15 and 16 years old. He was an assistant coach at Duke. The way he spoke to me really got me to buy in. He taught me that it was about being part of something bigger than yourself. And when you buy into what Quinn Snyder preaches, that's how you end up beating OKC in the first-round NBA playoffs.
Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 2. To Gobert. Gets it in the right corner. DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. It'll stay with Utah. DeJounte Murray. Victor Oladipo. Oh, that's how it's done.
I mean, does he have eyes in the back of his head or what? I get paid money to watch and study this game daily. Even I didn't see that angle.
Thompson to Ball. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Rudy Gobert pins it. Oh, you could sense that coming.
There is a premium market for players with that type of hand-eye coordination.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. They trail by 1. To Porter. Trying to cash in. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
Your contest was great because of your proximity to the player. You forced his follow-through to be cut short, which made him short-arm the shot.
Here comes the screen. Ball to Richardson. Short jumper stays out.
I'm not sure that the contest on the shot contributed to the miss, but what it might have done is seep into the confidence of the shooter that the next time he might decide to try to drive to the rim instead of settling for a jump.
Able to convert inside.
Old school equals high percentage.
Lonzo with it. They're down 3. To Richardson. Rudy Gobert rejects it. That's his 3rd block this evening. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Oladipo into the front court. Leads 3. Reset here. Let's see what they do. Oladipo. Almost, and he's not getting the call. Here's Schroeder with it. Down 3. Thompson to Schroeder. And scores. Great body control on the step through.
It was gorgeous. I love the way he shows you the ball, then cradles it and lays the ball in as smooth as butter.
Rivers against Klay Thompson. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers to Oladipo. Down to 5 on the 24. Has a look. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2 of 4 now.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Thompson to Schroeder. Markieff Morris sends it away. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Schroeder. 5 on the shot clock for the Mavs. To Schroeder. Just not going down. Oladipo up by 3. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo defended by Thompson. Runner here won't go. The follow won't go either. Schroeder. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Victor Oladipo with the slam.
And if you're on defense on that last possession, no need to look over to the coach's bench, hold up your arms, wonder what did you do. Everybody got back, everybody communicated, everybody pointed. It was just better offense than there was defense.
Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. He shoots. Oh, off the mark. Mavericks with the basketball. Labissiere here against Morris. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 4 out of 7.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
Schroeder with the basketball. Just under a minute to play here in this opening quarter. Klay Thompson against Markieff Morris. Schroeder. It's Carter with the rebound. Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Luke Kennard. Oladipo couldn't keep it in. Out on Victor Oladipo. Dallas owns the basketball. Schroeder. Probing the defense to Schroeder. Big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Yes, Victor Oladipo. With that shot, he's 5 for 8. Desperation shot here from half court. We're through one at Vivint Smart Home Arena with the Jazz on top. We'll come back to Salt Lake City after this. You're tuned into the NBA on EA Sports. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Lonzo Ball with the rock to Thompson. Knocked loose. High risk, high reward. It stays in their possession. Jazz recover. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Up 5. Screen coming. Oladipo against the former Cougar. Rebound taken down by Markkanen. Knocked loose. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. So the Mavericks will keep the possession. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor. Ball to Vucevic. Murray with the basketball. Leads 5. To Porter. Here comes the screen. 5 seconds to shoot. Lonzo Ball with a piece. A couple of cracks at the line now.
That's actually not a bad move at all. You're applying more pressure on him by sending him to the line.
First one goes down. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Ball with it up top. Right now, down 7. To Richardson. Ball. No good. To Oladipo. Porter to Oladipo. To the rim. Throws it down off the alley-oop pass. Jay, that's a strong connection.
And it's always about the play before the play. Look how the eyesight was able to connect between two players. We call that an eyesight contract, because when you have a contract that's signed, sealed, and then delivered like that, that's how great plays are made.
Cruises inside for 2.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Baseline drive. Gets to the basket, but it's no good. Murray into the front court. It's an 11-point game. To Porter. Going to launch beyond the arc. So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Lonzo Ball picked up by DeJounte Murray. Thompson to Richardson. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
Did you see the way that dribble freed him up? It created so much space. I did, but the defender didn't.
Porter to Oladipo. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Tough shot and nearly a chance at a three-point play. No foul.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Utah ball to Porter. Oladipo. Klay Thompson. Huge block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
And throws it down. Jay, I'm surprised. He had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Klay Thompson up against Porter. Rudy!
Oh, he just blocked that shot out of bounds.
Jay, they're lucky they get the ball back.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Scores from the post.
When I played, and I see guys do this all the time, when you shoot, the target isn't the basket. The target is actually before you even go into the shot. The target are your hands defensively. If your hands are down and you give me clear vision towards the bucket, that shot's definitely going up.
To Oladipo. Rudy Gobert. 3 for 3 in this first half.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
And he's going to the line to shoot.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line.
I see you've been working on your game.
Utah's got it. Oladipo. They get it down to Gobert. Gobert. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
To Richardson. To Markkanen. Lonzo Ball. Off the mark. No good. Porter to Murray. Porter guarded by Klay Thompson. DeJounte Murray to Porter. Dallas with the possession. Nikola Vucevic. 3 for 6 now.
In the paint, you need to finish just like that.
Murray with it. Counting down toward a minute to go in this first half. The pass set it all up.
You normally don't see that, but that's the type of thing that keeps shooters in the league for a long time. Every once in a while, they venture into the paint.
Lonzo Ball against Murray. Here comes the screen. Ball to Vucevic. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
And I know there's so much excitement about the play, but everybody looks at the player. More people need to pay attention to the guy at the end of the bench, the strength and conditioning coach, because this kid's been putting in the time and effort every day in the weight room.
Nikola Vucevic at the line for a chance at a 3-point play. Hasn't missed yet. Free throw good. A 3-point play as they move in front here just before the break. It's Jazz ball. DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. Stuffs it down with authority.
It's so amazing when you get a chance to see a player in his own space. It's almost as if the defense doesn't exist. He can go left, he can go right, he can attack. He's playing on that court by himself.
Screen coming. Vucevic defended by the former Hoya. To Ball. Thompson. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Ball. Oh, he couldn't get it to go. He'll let one fly from half court. Time expires to end the first half. A nice advantage so far for the Jazz.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jalen Rose, and this is your EA Sports Halftime Report. The Jazz entered the locker room at halftime with a significant lead. They certainly staked the flag in the paint. They were dominant around the rim on the offensive end. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, the Mavericks
have yet to appear after one half of basketball.
There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Blocks.
The Utah Jazz
Came to play today, and the opposition knows it. All these blocks are more than just rejections. They're statements.
of the half.
Gobert has been incredible around the basket, doing everything necessary to dominate on the boards. Fellas, back to you.
Ball brings the rock up court. To Markkanen. Richardson. Probing the defense. To Ball. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. And scores on the step back.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Oladipo into the front court. It's a 9-point lead. And the rebound taken in by Dallas. Ball into the front court. He'll run the offense. Thompson to Richardson. Has a chance. Not that time. DeJounte Murray defended by Thompson. To Oladipo. No good. Defense catching a break there.
And Ed, that's what you see this defense doing. They're capitalizing on the momentum gain from getting a multitude of stops defensively.
To Ball. Rises for the slam. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Oladipo against Klay Thompson. Curling inside. And draws the foul.
And as a defender, you cannot, I repeat, you cannot foul in the act of upward motion into your shot. Your timing needs to be better.
Victor Oladipo, couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 80% at the line. And hits the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Ball with the basketball. His club staring up at an 8-point deficit. To Thompson. To Markkanen. Vucevic. Deep right corner. Thompson. Smothering D.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
DeJounte Murray to Gobert. Here comes the screen. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Runner here won't go. The follow won't go either. Nikola Vucevic swats it. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. To Richardson. Flushes it home.
You never want to leave anything to chance when you attack the rim. You finish strong every time you headhunt.
Oladipo into the front court. Up by 6. To Porter. Here comes the screen. DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. And the finish. Jay, that was unguardable.
From somebody who loved to score a lot himself, defensively, if you are guarding me in a parallel position, I can have whatever I want when I want. You have to force this guy to go one direction, make him go towards his weak hand, and then contest that shot.
Thompson. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Now ready for a couple of free throws.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Victor Oladipo. He's got 2 shots coming, shooting 50%. Some yes, some no in this contest. Misses the first. Good recovery. Hits his second free throw. Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys down by 9. Richardson, guarded by the former Dookie. Nothing going here on that drive. Rudy Gobert with the block. Ooh, 5 now.
This game is all about playing mind tricks on people. The offense is more worried about getting their shot blocked than they are about actually making the shot.
Dallas has it. Schroeder, defended by Markieff Morris. To Ball. Nikola Vucevic. With that shot, he's 5 for 8.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Oladipo into the front court. Lead stands at 7. To Rivers.
Hey, watch the screen left. Hey, you know this is a bucket.
Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lonzo with it. His team down 9. Oladipo into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Gobert. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block.
Blocking so many shots only gives your perimeter that much more confidence to really apply more pressure.
Some lineup changes now for both clubs. Oladipo to Rivers. Shot clock winding down. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. It's good, and he's not done. He's going to the line for a chance at a 4-point play.
It never would have been a foul if you didn't give him space. Your job defensively is to stay attached to him at all times. Force him to put the ball on the ground and drive and make a shot over the trees below.
Luke Kennard with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 85% free throw shooter. 3-pointer plus a free throw on that trip. Mavericks with the possession. Schroeder over to the right side. Here comes the screen. Bullock guarded by Morris. Baseline drive. Markieff Morris tips it. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. They're going to make some changes with some new personnel on the floor.
Number 8, Bogdanovich.
Schroeder. Here's a chance from long range. No good. That's great defense.
And big-time coaching strategy by the staff right there, utilizing their bench, keeping fresh legs on that shooter consistently throughout the course of the game.
Oladipo to Luke Kennard. Won't go down. Here's Schroeder with it. The deficit now up to 13. Deep 2 there, won't go.
See, I don't like that shot right there. Pass the ball, get the defense moving, maybe set a hard screen, roll to the rim, see the ball go in a couple of times before you settle for a mid-range jumper that's contested.
Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Wendell Carter powers it through.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Schroeder with the basketball. His guys trail by 13. Nothing going here on that drive. Schroeder. Five on the shot clock for the Mavs. Knocked loose. Victor Oladipo with the slam. Trying to cash in. Bullock can't connect. Late heave to beat the buzzer. 3 quarters down. The Jazz in command of this one. It's Utah basketball as we begin the 4th quarter. And this one, Jay, not totally in the win column yet, but with a double-digit lead, you have to like their chances.
I love when I start seeing fans exit the arena so early in this game, and I hear people say, this one should be in the bag. Well, guess what? It's never a guarantee. You have to be careful not to slow down the pace of the game and take the air out of the basketball. You have to put your foot on the gas and try to win this game with a sense of urgency.
Across midcourt, it's Schroeder. His guys down big. Missed it. They weren't going to give that to him.
I got him. Here we go.
Oladipo to Kelly Oubre. Kennard. No, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Schroeder calls out of bounds. Last touch by Luke Kennard. It's going to stay with Dallas. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here comes some changes.
Stepping in for Dallas, number 2, Lonzo Ball.
Thompson. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah. Oubre. Lonzo Ball with the rock. To Thompson. Sizing up the defense. Oh, nice find for the basket.
I'm not sure that wasn't an offensive foul, but take it when you can get it.
Oladipo into the front court. The lead is 15. Nothing going here on that drive. Oladipo. Count it.
You know, it reminds me out of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with the fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Here comes the screen. Thompson. Leaving no doubt. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
Ball to Markkanen. To Thompson. Here comes the screen. Thompson. Yes. give the advantage to the shooter.
Look, that shot was going up regardless of what the defender was trying to do. That's called a heat check.
Now a whistle and a timeout for Utah as they'll make sure they're all on the same page here in the fourth quarter. Oladipo to Porter. To Murray. Nikola Vucevic snatching it out of the air. Lonzo Ball guarded by Murray. To Richardson. Thompson. That's out. Last touch by Rudy Gobert. Thompson. Montrezl Harrell pins it.
Here's one of the biggest secrets as we move into this new age of basketball, especially in the draft room. You have to draft players with size and length. That's the biggest deterrent for any team offensively.
Mavericks with the basketball. Ball to Thompson. Screen coming. A big finish at the rim.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys leading by 14. Stuffs it down with authority.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
To Richardson. He throws it down.
I don't think I could do that on a 5-foot rim.
I can, because that's my only choice. Murray into the front court. They lead it by 14.
I'm in. Double.
Short jumper misses. Ball with it up top. He'll run the offense.
On your right.
A drive to the basket, but it somehow stays out.
That's superb defense. That's a defense getting there from the weak side early and making the player short arm a shot.
Porter to Oladipo. Jumper's good.
There's something that is so impressive about what we saw this evening. Not just the shot-making ability, but the fact that not every shot came from the pocket. There were some bad passes being made, and the shots came from different places around the body, which aren't usual for the typical shot. That shot-making ability, that's something special to watch.
Dallas with 4 to shoot. Fires the three. This young man with a great stroke, even when it's well defended.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Oladipo down low for Gobert. Now preparing to shoot at the line.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
Rudy Gobert at the line for 2 shots. Not the best career mark, 62%. First free throw is good. Two for 2 on that trip. Here's Schroeder with it. Down by 15. To Markkanen. Thompson to Schroeder. Off the penetration, almost, but no good. Utah with the possession. Pass stolen by the Mavericks. Schroeder picked up by DeJounte Murray. Nothing going here on that drive. Vucevic to Thompson. Here comes the screen. Has a look. Shot by Thompson, no good.
I got ball.
To Gobert. Scores from the post.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Schroeder with the basketball. Down a bundle. Here comes the screen. Short jumper, won't fall. Whoa, look what I found.
You know it's a bad block when somebody snatches the ball out of the air. Wow.
It's the Jazz who come away with the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. As we say, so long, everyone.
The Jazz put together a nice win here today. And the defensive intensity made all of the difference. They were committed to staying aggressive, forcing turnovers, and being disruptive on their way to victory. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored. For the Utah Jazz, the Mavericks didn't get the victory they wanted here today. And even though some of them smiled and shook hands with the other guys after the game, you could tell by the way they headed to the tunnels how disappointed they were about this loss. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks.
Game track. Defense.
The Utah Jazz showed us how important defense can be in this league, especially when it leads to plenty of opportunities on the other end of the court.
Player of the game.
Oladipo played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose. We look forward to seeing you again next time.
We welcome you to Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, no more time for scenics on Biscayne Boulevard. It's time for the action.
Ed, I've seen it so many times, and I've witnessed it. The scenic view can sometimes get the best of you. Let's see if that's the case tonight.
Time to go inside the greatest club in the NBA. Levine to Porzingis. For three. And Kristaps. Porzingis, all in one motion, rises for the three.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
To Wade. JaVale McGee, able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Good, off a spin.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Miami with the basketball. Kristaps Porzingis pins it.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Hey, switch.
Porzingis. Oh, with the foul. And a chance coming up at the line.
It's still early, so no real impact on that call. But you know that they're going to call this one tight, so you might want to keep your hands out of his pocket.
And hits the first free throw.
Good shot.
Able to convert on both free throws. Jay, sometimes it's not just the Heat that does opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Los Angeles, they have it. Levine to Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. 2 for 2. That's what you want.
That's lunch pail business right there. Don't worry about the no call. Keep powering through.
Eric Spoelstra now going to use a timeout. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. Rondo guarded by Livingston. Down to Fareed. Kenneth Fareed powers it down.
Another possession they were forced to take a tough shot. This time they got it to go, but they need to do something different to start creating more open look opportunities.
Livingston to bring it up. His team up by 7. Using the post to his advantage there, and the finish at the rim.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Lock up. Here you go. Hey, match up.
Wade to Harrison Barnes. Here comes the screen. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Rondo. His first effort off the mark. Livingston across the timeline. It's a 9-point lead. Nothing going here on that drive. To Porzingis. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Out for Porzingis. Free throws coming up.
You got to know your personnel. That's not someone you want to send to the line for a free 2.
And he connects on the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. Miami's got it. Screen coming. Rondo takes aim at Livingston. Luke Walton switching things up. He's got some new players out there. Fred VanVleet to Porzingis. Almost, and he's not getting the call. In the front court comes Rondo. Down 11. To Howard. And the slam. Jay, perhaps that's a start.
Those kind of plays get me fired up. That's a momentum play. They looked lifeless here in the first quarter, but a dunk like that can get your team going in the right direction.
Nothing going here on that drive. And he slams it down. Big finish for Kristaps Porzingis. Jay, this is getting scary fast.
If you're the defense, you have to deny him the ball. Maybe throw a box and one. Maybe throw a zone. Maybe even throw the kitchen sink because he's putting on a show in the first quarter.
Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket.
That was a tough shot. The guy was in your pocket. He even contested the shot. Everything was going according to plan until then.
To Porzingis. Fred VanVleet. Porzingis for 2. KB. Kristaps Porzingis. Looking good. 4 for 5.
If you're coaching against this player, you have to throw some fake traps, some fake schemes. How are you making this player think instead of just naturally reacting?
Nothing going here on that drive. To Korver. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. They'll take it from downtown. Let's see, Jay, if that wakes them up.
Yeah, that was a big-time 3, but the most important possession is now, the one you're currently in. Don't focus on the next play, but focus on the present.
Fred VanVleet to Porzingis. To VanVleet. For 3. That won't go. He'd have the basketball. Rondo to the basket, but he can't finish. Fred VanVleet to Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. He's now 5 for 6.
Old school equals high percentage.
Eric Spoelstra now gonna use a timeout. His guys find themselves down double digits already in this first quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Runner here won't go down. Fred VanVleet to Porzingis. Dylan Brooks slams it down. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. To Korver. Fires the three. He made his first effort, but not that time.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
19-footer at the buzzer. That's it for the first quarter. So far, it's been all Lakers. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. It's the Heat with the possession.
Match up. Hey, you got the screen right.
To Fareed. Lakers come up with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Dwayne Wade to Fareed. Shot misses for Wade. Livingston to bring it up. We're a minute into the second quarter. Takes it right to the rim. A lot of contact there, but they say no foul.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Robin Lopez, he's finally on the board, makes his first shot.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To Porzingis. Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Wade. Screen coming.
Hey, watch the screen left.
Shot clock for the Heat down to 3. Not going down for him this time. Los Angeles has the basketball. Livingston to Porzingis. A lot of contact, no whistle. To Barnes. Deep left corner. Nothing going here on that drive. It's Cephalosha with the rebound. Dylan Brooks to Porzingis. And he'll head to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Kristaps Porzingis. Couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. It's the Heat with the possession. To Fareed. Surveys the floor. Got it at the line. Our opposing coach is going to counter, make some changes of his own. To Harrison Barnes. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Rondo, and it's rebounded by Brooks. Livingston across the timeline. His guys up by 15. Cephalosha up against the 8-time All-Star. McGee powers it through. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
To Fareed. Knocked loose. Lakers have it.
When you're outmatched talent-wise, you cannot get outworked. Get that ball back.
Livingston guarded by Howard. Here comes the screen. To Sean Livingston. Off the assist.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Barnes. Here comes the screen. 5 to shoot. To Wade. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
So the first points for him in this first half, and he knocks it down for 3.
Yeah, they really need him to get going. Really surprised that none of his teammates have been talking to him. This is when he needs him the most. They have to uplift him, help him continue to be confident on the court.
New blood coming in for both sides. Rondo matched up with Livingston.
Hey, big screen right there, big screen.
To Barnes. Has a look. Shot's no good. You have to like the confidence, but that was a difficult shot.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Rondo into the front court. Down a bundle. To Howard. Fareed. To Howard. Superman, Dwight Howard. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
To Porzingis. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
Well, he finished strong because he was able to initiate the contact. When you initiate the contact first, you bounce off the defender, which balances you at the rim.
Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Levine to Sean Livingston. Good look that time, but off the mark. Lakers come up with it. Cephalosha guarded by Howard. To Porzingis. Shot from in close, no good.
That's how you do it. You keep riding him to the basket, and if the refs aren't calling it, keep being physical. Keep knocking him off balance.
Trying to cash in. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
It's good, and one.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number one, create contact, and number two, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Free throw, good. A three-point play as they move in front here just before the break. Here's Rondo with it. He'll run the offense. To Fareed. Deep right corner. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. Rondo off the mark. Lakers at the controls right now. Nothing going here on that drive. Got it.
The assist from number 6.
Just inside the arc, at the buzzer. A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to Orlando, where we say hello to Jalen Rose and our EA Sports halftime report. Jalen.
Back to Ed and Jay to bring you the second half action.
I got ball. I'm here. I got him. I got ball.
Dwayne Wade to Harrison Barnes. To Wade. From the painted area, won't go down.
You see, Ed, in the first half, he was so efficient. He would catch the ball, turn, make 1 or 2 dribbles right into a shot. No wasted movement. Now, he's playing with the basketball too much. Really hard to find a rhythm, and the defense settles into itself.
Shot from the lane won't go. To Wade.
Let's go. Let's play deep.
Fareed. To Wade. Baseline drive. Kristaps Porzingis with a piece.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Lakers ball. Livingston to Porzingis. Oh, great pass, setting up the basket.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
Wade to Barnes. Here comes the screen.
Hey, watch this screen left.
To Harrison Barnes. Beyond the arc for 3. Harrison Barnes is going to get a chance at 3 here. Hasn't missed yet. First free throw is good. Hits a second. One more coming. Almost settles for a 2-0-3 trip. To Sean Livingston. Dwight Howard with the block.
Just incredible timing on that swap.
To Fareed. Barnes. To Fareed. Goes to the right side. Has a chance. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Fareed, guarded by Livingston. Flash at the controls. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Livingston to bring it up. His guys holding the big lead. To Levine. Here comes the screen. Levine to Porzingis. Zach Levine. Rebound taken by Wade. Kristaps Porzingis sends it away. Mixing things up. Hockey line substitutions. Both teams making changes. Dwayne Wade. Can't connect. Levine to Van Vliet. Nothing going here on that drive. Fred Van Vliet. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Short jumper stays out. To Wade. Five seconds to shoot. Wade. Off the iron. No good. Fred Van Vliet. Oh, emphatic slam.
Man, they are just continuing to pour it on. But the one thing we know about in this league, you have to make sure that you continue to play with energy because leads can evaporate quickly.
Barnes. The pass taken away by the Lakers.
You know, Ed, sometimes you're just more ready to play than your opponent. The intensity and the effort is off the charts.
Easy path to the rim.
Look, there was barely any contact on that last play. I agree with the ref's no call. Let him play.
Miami with the basketball. They'll get it down low to Lopez.
Shot, back out.
Short jumper misses. Dwayne Dedmon, huge block.
Sent a message on that one, Ed.
Barnes to Wade. 5 to shoot for Miami. No good. Another shot won't go either.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like his mere presence in the paint was enough to make the offensive player miss the shot before he even got off the ground.
Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as their coaching staff wants to talk things over here in this third quarter. Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor. Has a look. Doesn't get the bounce. To Wade. Count it. No and one. There was some contact there.
Underutilized. 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 Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of that.
Fred Van Vliet. Shot clock winding down with a drop step. Gets it to go. Didn't have many choices there. Lets it fly.
The okey doke. Let's see if he'll try that one again.
To Wade. Trying to cash in. Pulled down by Dedmon.
And you knew this game had a chance to get out of hand pretty quickly because of the communication. When these guys stepped on the court, Ed, they were yapping back and forth to each other. And that kind of communication, that kind of collective responsibility to one another, you feel that on the court. That's why this team is special.
With the fadeaway, burns him for the basket.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
That's me. I got ball.
Curling inside. And he knocks it down. Jay, nice look right there.
There you go. I like seeing scoring coming from unlikely sources.
Off the mark. Oh, nice find for the basket. Long key from three-quarters court, three-quarters down, with the Lakers in command. It'll be Lakers ball as we begin the fourth quarter, and they have done no wrong to this point. They have this game well in control.
They took control early, and they never let up. The scary thing about this team, if they keep their foot on the gas and then throttle it down, they can
The opening tip corralled by the Lakers, and we're underway in downtown Los Angeles. Down for McGee. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Oladipo into the front court. They trail by 2. Porter. Not going down for him this time. Livingston to bring it up. Lead is 2. Here comes the screen. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Oladipo. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Livingston matched up with DeJounte Murray. JaVale McGee to Sean Livingston. Lets it fly from long range. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
I hope everyone here knows the golden rule. Guys, remember, sharing is caring.
Oladipo into the front court. Right now, down 7. Finish that. To Sean Livingston. Screen coming. Livingston to Porzingis. Trying to cash in. Oh, how do you stop that? Porzingis drills the step back. Nearly unguardable. Quinn Snyder signals for time. His guys have come out flat. Slow start in this first quarter. DeJounte Murray takes aim at Livingston. Oladipo. Zach LaVine doing what he does best.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
They've got it now. Defense making the ball carrier work. Short jumper won't fall. Murray into the front court. Trailing by 11. Screen coming. Oladipo to Gobert. Livingston across the timeline. He'll run the offense. LaVine to Sean Livingston. DeJounte Murray pins it.
Just incredible timing on that swat.
And a putback slam. This is already getting out of hand.
Coaching strategy 101. You probably want to utilize a timeout to disrupt the pace of this other team. This game is starting to get out of hand quick and early.
To Murray. Reset here. Let's see what they do. DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. Nothing going here on that drive. Can't connect from in close. Livingston to bring it up. The advantage is 13 points. LaVine to Sean Livingston. And the basket good at the rim.
As a player, there's nothing better than coming out in the first quarter and playing exactly the same way you played the last couple of days of practice. You're moving the ball, you're capitalizing on mistakes, and you really built a nice lead.
DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. Yes, Victor Oladipo. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
Attack mode isn't a switch that you can just turn on and off. He needs to do more of that. We need to see him penetrate, get into that lane, and create.
Looks like both teams are making substitutions. Fred VanVleet. Had a chance, but it's no good. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Oladipo into the front court. Trailing by 15. Austin Rivers. Knocked loose. Lakers come up with it.
Why not? Let's keep the crowd in it.
And he's fouled. Nice move that time, and he's going to the line for two.
Hey, look, sometimes you need to feel out your opponent. Let them know you're there. I'm okay with that early foul.
And he connects on the first free throw. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Jazz have the ball. Austin Rivers to Kelly Oubre. Sizing up the defense. Oladipo to Gobert. Count the basket inside.
There's some players out there that like the freedom of space, and then we have the anomalies. We have the players who feel comfortable being uncomfortable, and almost the physicality of the game centers them and puts them right on balance every time.
Rivers into the front court. Trailing by 14. The pass taken away by the Lakers. To Levine. Nothing going here on that drive. Fred VanVleet to Zach Levine. Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
And scores. Strong take.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
To VanVleet. Nothing going here on that drive. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. 4-3. His first effort off the mark. Rivers with the basketball. They can get a 2 for 1 if they play this right. The drive right to the basket. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 2 of 4 now.
The pro game has really come down to PNRs. Let's see how the defense adjusts.
Fred VanVleet. From the painted area, won't go down.
Ed, the game is so different. In today's NBA, defenders are longer, quicker, and more athletic than we've ever seen before. So offensively, as a shooter, you either have to be able to create more space off the dribble for your shot or have a much faster release. Ideally, you have both in your arsenal.
Has a look. The shot by Rivers, no good. Late heave to beat the buzzer. First quarter is complete with the Lakers in command. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Down a dozen. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock from long range. Knocks it down.
Ooh, welcome to the new reality. Positionless basketball. Bigs are now PGs with the ability to drain threes.
Fred VanVleet. Finger roll, finishing with finesse.
Old school equals high percentage.
Rivers into the front court. Down 11. Oubre to Rivers. Here comes the screen. To Kelly Oubre. That's out of bounds. Last touch by the Jazz. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes.
Stepping in for number 6.
All right, I got ball.
I got him. Here we go.
To Dylan Brooks. Down for McGee. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
Porzingis. Five to shoot for Los Angeles. Out for Porzingis. Off the mark. He loves the tough shots, but that one may be too tough. Utah ball. Has a chance. Deep 2 there. Won't go. To Porzingis. Almost, but no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
You're on the island now. I got ball.
Monk, guarded by Murray. To Dylan Brooks.
Okay, you got a big screen.
Fires the 3. Gotta give it to him. Brooks, tough 3.
The eyes of the shooter say everything. His eyes pretty much said, "Are you sure you want to give me the ball here?"
DeJounte Murray. To Porter. Carter. To Porter. Shot clock, it's coming down to 4. Now down to 3. Missed it. Not much more you can ask for from the defense there.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Now the Lakers are going to call a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Changes coming from both sides right now. Livingston picked up by DeJounte Murray. Levine. Utah with the possession. Oladipo to Murray. Five to shoot for Utah. Levine to Sean Livingston. Porzingis to Sean Livingston. Not that time. Murray with the basketball. Down 12. To Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. Curling inside. Yes, Victor Oladipo. He's 3 of 5, 60% shooting from the field.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Livingston up against Porter. Screen coming. Livingston to Levine. Trying to cash in. Levine shot no good. To Oladipo. Porter. Lakers at the controls right now. Livingston to Porzingis. Rudy Gobert tips it. That's a momentum play right there. Oladipo into the front court. They find themselves down 10. And the Lakers with the rebound. To Sean Livingston. And a 5-second back to the basket violation is called. Time to shuffle things up. DeJounte Murray matched up with Livingston. And draws the foul.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
DeJounte Murray, couple of free throws on the way. A career 70% free throw shooter. First one, count it. Goes 2 for 2. Lakers ball. Livingston. A drive down the lane, but the shot stays out. Murray with it. Down 8. To Porter. Nothing going here on that drive. And he's fouled, and he earns a trip to the line.
Great job, Ed, by the shooter to create contact after the jump. That's how you get to the free throw line.
Victor Oladipo at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 80% at the line. Off the mark on the first free throw. So he goes 1 for 2 from the line after hitting on the second. Los Angeles, they have it.
I got some for him.
JaVale McGee to Porzingis. KB, Kristaps Porzingis. 3 for 6 now.
Ooh, cool, calm, and collective. The 3 C's. His handles are effortless.
can't connect from in close. Deep three at the buzzer. Quarter comes to an end. The Lakers have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Lakers were the dominant team in that first half, without question. And the offensive glass was their domain. They scored plenty of second-chance points, asserting themselves in the paint. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. There isn't enough time to get into all of their problems, but I'll tell you this, they need to try to get better. These are the guys getting buckets. For the Utah Jazz, and with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Oladipo into the front court. His guys down by 9. DeJounte Murray. Los Angeles has the basketball. JaVale McGee to Shaun Livingston. Here comes the screen. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
And it's so deflating for the defense when you pick up right exactly where you left off at halftime. That's the kind of energy you need.
DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. DeJounte Murray takes aim at Livingston. To Gobert. Rudy Gobert. Not a busy night, but effective. 2 for 2.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
Hand in his face. Still hits. You don't see that very often.
There you go. I like seeing his scoring coming from unlikely sources.
DeJounte Murray. Shot from the lane won't go. Cephalosha against Porter. It's Jazz ball. Rudy Gobert matched up with Livingston. JaVale McGee sends it away. Oh, not a good pass there as it's stolen by Utah.
You go back to... Oh! And he can't keep it in off the block.
Man, that was impressive. Porter. Short jumper won't fall. Livingston across the timeline. The lead is 11. Missed it. Almost a foul. Got a piece of it.
Jumping out the gym right now, Ed.
Great anticipation. Porzingis. JaVale McGee goes to the right side. Five on the shot clock. Levine to Shaun Livingston for 3. Shaun Livingston is going to get 3 shots here. For his career, 79% at the line. And hits the first free throw. 2nd of 3, off the mark.
Soft and buttery, soft and buttery.
Oladipo into the front court. The deficit now up to 13. Porter to Oladipo. Porter. Now ready with a couple of free throws.
You never really want to foul a shooter, but if you do, ensure they're going to have a tough time converting. That's good knowledge of personnel.
Misses the first. Off the mark. 0 for 2 at the line. Livingston to bring it up. His team on top by 13. Cephalosha defended by the former Hoya. The screen sets him up for 2.
Hey, one of the things I hear all the great teams say in the huddle, they say 1, 2, 3, no mercy. Now it's time for you to go even harder on the defensive end.
Oladipo to Rivers. Here comes the screen. Austin Rivers to Porter. Lakers at the controls right now. Livingston guarded by the former Dookie. No good. Rivers with the basketball. Down by 15. Oladipo to Porter. Austin Rivers to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. Drive here, but the shot stays out.
Yo, big kudos to the defender. It seems like the mere presence of him in the paint was enough to throw off the concentration of the guy trying to drop the layup in.
Oladipo into the front court. Trailing by 15. To Rivers. He'll get it down low to Harrell. Able to convert inside.
2 points. Take them any way you can get them.
Lakers ball. Livingston matched up with Rivers. Nothing going here on that drive. Had a good look there, but it's no good. Rivers to bring it into the front court. His guys currently down by 13. To Porter. To Oladipo. The Jazz with 4 in the shot clock. Porter cleans it up and a putback slam.
The true measure of Rudy Gobert comes on the defensive end. He was all-NBA defensive first team and was tied for the lowest opponent field goal percentage at 43%. You ain't getting by that.
New blood coming in for both sides. Fred VanVleet to Dylan Brooks. Fred VanVleet. Second effort. Grabs his own miss and scores. Good concentration.
Woo, did you see that? Eyes to the rim, and the rest was all net.
Rivers into the front court. His guys trail by 13. To Kelly Oubre. Dylan Brooks sends it away. That's his third block this evening. Los Angeles, they have it. Fred VanVleet to Dylan Brooks. To VanVleet. Nothing going here on that drive. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. Rivers with the basketball. Less than a minute to go in this third quarter. Curling inside. Working hard on the glass. And the Lakers clear. Cephalosha defended by Rivers. To VanVleet. Dylan Brooks picked up by Rivers. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. That's a tough shot for Dylan Brooks. No good. Rivers to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen to Kelly Oubre. Nothing going here on that drive. Great defense there, forcing the pickup. 5 to shoot for Utah. Has a look. With the fadeaway. Burns him for the basket. Desperation shot here from half court. It's Lakers ball as we start the fourth quarter. They have clearly been the better side so far. Jay, that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Well, the cardinal rule in the game of sport is whenever you go into the fourth quarter, it's 0-0. You have to play the game with the scoreboard saying 0-0. And if you can win that game by double digits, then you've done your job in the fourth.
Count it.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Utah's got it. Here comes the screen. Surveys the floor. DeJounte Murray. Has a chance. Pulled down by Dedmon.
I got ball. This is all me.
To Porzingis.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
KP. Kristaps Porzingis. 4 out of 7.
I don't know what the point of you having a scouting report is if you don't utilize it. You're allowing him to get to positions on the floor where you know he feels most comfortable. Make it a challenge for him by making him do something uncomfortable.
No good. Defense catching a break there.
Here we go. My ball. My ball.
Fred VanVleet. Oh, Carter with the rejection.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Jazz have the ball. DeJounte Murray to Wendell Carter. Wendell Carter powers it through. Now the Lakers going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in this fourth quarter. We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Trying to cash in. That's no good. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. To Kelly Oubre. Victor Oladipo. Shot off the mark. Good defense.
And look, sometimes you don't have it going every single night. Maybe utilize yourself as a decoy and get some teammates involved with your passing.
Porzingis for two. Won't go.
You know, Ed, everybody gives so much credit to the guy who contested the shot, but there's no way he's in that position without the communication of the backbone of the defense. When you have a guy back there who can block shots and tells you to apply more pressure, you know you're in a safe place.
Wendell Carter at the line. First free throw is good. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. Los Angeles has the basketball to Zach LaVine. Screen coming. LaVine to Porzingis. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
To Oladipo. Screen coming. Oladipo. Kristaps Porzingis snatching it out of the air.
You know why? I don't see anybody on the defensive end standing up out of position. I see everybody squatted down, really active with their hands. That's the mentality that will lead you to where you want to go.
Nice pass to set things up.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Livingston across the timeline. It's an 11-point game. Porzingis to LaVine. A good defense by the Jazz as they come away with it.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Porzingis up against Porter. To Shaun Livingston. Lakers down to 4 on the shot clock. Livingston. Oh, good defense by the Jazz as they come away with the steal. Yes, Victor Oladipo. 4 out of 10.
So many times you can tell if a player is going to finish before he even gets to the rim. Did you see that look on his face? That was the look of a three-point play. You always going in think you can get more at the rim.
Livingston to Zach LaVine. Here's a chance from long range. Zach LaVine forcing that one there. Well defended.
Shooters shoot. Period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
LaVine. JaVale McGee to LaVine. Porter grabs the board. To Oladipo. DeJounte Murray to Oladipo. Here comes the screen. The Jazz with 4 on the shot clock. Wide open look, won't go. To Shaun Livingston. Porzingis to Shaun Livingston. Knocked away. It's getting dangerous down there.
And I hated getting my shot blocked like that, but I did like getting the ball right back.
Time for some new personnel into the game. Porzingis. LaVine to Shaun Livingston. Has a look. Gets a look. Can't hit.
The most important thing a shooter can do is continue to shoot. The defense is always going to give great effort, but it's more of your psyche that goes into the next shot that will limit you on whether you make the shot or not.
Here comes the screen. Oladipo to Murray. Down to 5 on the 24. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal.
I tried to work the clock here, but you have to take care of the ball in this possession.
Jazz will take a timeout. They're down big in this fourth quarter, and a chance here to empty their bench.
Screen coming.
Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot to Gobert. And Livingston able to secure the rebound.
The game is won in the details. The team who has the most attention to the minutia is a team that wins the ball game. And from the beginning of this game, this team has been mentally engaged. I know the season's a long year, but when you come mentally engaged and you have attention to detail, whew, that's a scary thing to watch.
The Lakers get the victory as they win this one handily. That does it. For my partner, Jay Williams, and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen.
The Lakers
Put one in the win column with a solid performance.
And the way they attacked the rim was outstanding. Not only is the dunk a high percentage shot, it's also a great way to test the confidence of the defense. Check out the leading scores for the Los Angeles Lakers. The Jazz couldn't put it together to get the victory here today. I'm sure they can't help but feel frustrated with the result, but they can't let that feeling linger. Sooner than later, they need to start thinking about the next matchup. Check out the leading scores for the Utah Jazz.
Game track. Points in the paint.
The Utah Jazz lost this game on the scoreboard, obviously, but they really lost this game by not being physical enough. Again and again, they allowed the ball to get inside, and once it was there, it was getting scored. A lot. Their lack of interior defense was most obvious in the first half.
Player of the game.
Livingston.
Played the role of facilitator today, and no one is more happy than his teammates.
On behalf of Ed Cohen and Jay Williams, this is Jalen Rose signing off.
The opening tip is won by the Pistons. Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense.
Screen coming. Watch out.
Middleton. Jamal Murray, defended by Thompson. Has a chance. Murray's shot won't fall.
That's how you do it. You stay in his pocket and you never give him any space at all. You make him smell you every single possession.
Richardson to Markkanen. Thompson to Richardson. From long range. And Josh Richardson, tough make there. Knocks it down with the defender all over him.
As a defender, you should take it personally when a contested three goes in. That's good defense, but it's not good enough.
Here comes the screen. Down to 5 on the 24. Jamal Murray. His first effort off the mark. To Richardson. Pass stolen by Detroit. Waiters to Favors. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Trying to cash in. That's what you've come to expect. Your best players making baskets.
That's what happens when you don't force shots. They were patient, they used almost the entire shot clock, and at the end, they got a wide open look.
Here comes the screen. Converts in the paint. Nice finish at the rim.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Murray with the basketball. They're down 3. Waiters. To Middleton. Here comes the screen. Middleton. Shot clock's at 5. Down to 4. Middleton to Drummond. And the slam.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Ball with the basketball. His team up by 1. To Vucevic. Andre Drummond rejects it.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
Murray into the front court. They trail by 1. To Middleton. Fires the 3. Cleans it up. Offensive board. To Waiters. Rebound cleared by Dallas. Ball brings the rock up court. Markkanen to Richardson. Here comes the screen. Markkanen to Vucevic. Andre Drummond sends it away.
Just erasing mistakes left and right.
Middleton. Richardson to Ball.
Here I come. Here I come.
Thompson. Murray with it. Down a point. To Middleton. Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended. To Ball. Nikola Vucevic. First couple didn't go. That one is true.
He's been doing this for years. The physicality in which he plays. No one wants to see that. You're going to leave the game with black and blue marks all over your body.
We have both squads set to make some moves right now. Tony Parker guarded by Schroeder. To Waiters. Old school. Backs his man down for the basket.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Dallas with the possession. Schroeder to Thompson. Parker with it. Down by 1. To Middleton. Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Looking to make something happen. To Schroeder. To Thompson. Lets it fly from long range. Now that's a contest.
Shooters shoot. period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Screen coming. Parker to Drummond. Rocking the rim.
The defense is doing such a good job of denying him the ball and really getting in his pocket, but he got that one to go.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Less than a minute to go in a tightly played first quarter. Schroeder to Thompson. Down to 5 on the 24. Shot by Thompson misses.
And a lot of times in this league, teams take days off. But if this defense keeps maintaining that style of pace defensively, this is going to be a dogfight.
Pistons have it. Surveys the floor. Here comes the screen. Parker goes to the right side. Middleton. That misses with 3 seconds left. Late heave to beat the buzzer. That does it for the quarter. The Pistons with the lead. Second quarter set to start. Neither team set the tone to start this one. Jay, do you expect that to change?
Yeah, both teams have came out. They played with great energy, and they've also done an excellent job of establishing their own tempo. They have to make sure they have to push through that and do more of that in the second quarter.
Schroeder fires the three. Well defended.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Gets a look. Can't hit. Oh, he's denied.
Oh, big man doing work right there.
High risk, high reward. It stays in their possession. Rises for the slam. Pistons get it back. It's Detroit's ball. Tony Parker against the former Cougar. To Drummond. Probing the defense. The big fella, Andre Drummond. 3 for 3 in this first half. Thompson. Not bad pass as the Pistons come away with it.
That's called game plan execution to perfection. Every possession on the road is critical.
Schroeder with the basketball. Down 3. Here comes the screen. Schroeder. On the shot clock for the Mavs. Dennis Schroeder. Oh, Dennis Schroeder. He's finally on the board. Makes his first shot.
For average shooters, that's not a great shot. But for a great shooter, that's a good look.
Now the Pistons going to use a timeout as they'll talk things over here in the second quarter. Both coaches hitting the reset button. Fresh legs coming onto the floor. Parker.
For the Detroit Pistons, number 44.
Beyond the arc for three. Off the iron. No good. Mavericks with the possession. Has a look. And the rebound corralled by Johnson. To Parker. Olenek guarded by Schroeder. To Parker. Reggie Bullock. Oh, that's out.
Out of here. It always looks cool, but guess what? You're still on D.
Time to adjust. Both coaches making changes on the floor.
Substitutions, Dallas.
And it's Labissiere there for the rebound. Here's Schroeder with it. The score, 14 all. To Thompson. Pistons clear the board. To Favors. Middleton. Down low to Okafor. Slams it down. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a T.
Thompson to bring it into the front court. Down two to Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. Richardson to Schroeder. Down to 5. Down to 4 to shoot. The screen sets him up for 2.
Bread and butter. And there are few that can do it better off the screen.
Murray into the front court. He'll run the offense. Has a chance. The shot by Murray, no good. Richardson to Thompson. Nothing going here on that drive. Thompson to Richardson. Here comes the screen. Schroeder to Thompson. For 3. Rebounded by Murray. To Middleton. Out of bounds. Last touch by the Pistons. Both coaches dipping into their reserves. Changes coming onto the floor.
Number 2, Lonzo Ball. Subbing in for Detroit, number 0, Andre.
Dallas has it.
I got ball. I got ball.
Thompson to Richardson.
Hey, watch this screen left.
2 minutes remaining in the second quarter.
Going to launch. Beyond the arc. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
And they're relentless with these long shots. It just seems like their spacing is perfect, and they come down, they know exactly where they want to be, and they're shooting the ball without hesitation.
Middleton to Favors. Lauri Markkanen swats it. That's out. Last touch by Josh Richardson. Detroit with 4 to shoot.
Back door coming, back door coming.
Add 2 points to the board.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Lonzo controls the offense. To Thompson. Probing the defense. Pass stolen by Detroit.
Defense. Defense, let's go.
offensive rebound. The big fella, Andre Drummond. Oh, the defense has to adjust. He's 4 for 4 to start this one.
And if you don't contest, he's knocking that down with ease.
Ball into the front court. Under a minute to go before halftime. To Vucevic. It's a big finish.
And when you get your prescription, you take your medicine and you call it a day.
Murray with the basketball. They trail by 1. To Middleton. Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. And the Mavs able to clear the rebound. Richardson to Markkanen. Ball to Markkanen. Here comes the screen. Ball to Thompson. That misses with 2 seconds to go. That's it for the first half. The Mavericks have the lead.
Thanks, Ed. The Mavericks are in a tight battle after 2 quarters. Clearly, the number of three-pointers these guys scored in the first half was incredible. And if they can keep that up, it's going to be tough to keep that team down. These are the guys getting buckets for the Dallas Mavericks. The Pistons aren't down by too much at the half, and they've been showing off some excellent shooting, and it's ultimately points that win games. So if they can keep this up, there's a great chance they can finish with a victory. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Assists.
The chemistry for each squad has been great today, and that explains the high assist total. Coming out of halftime, I'm interested to see what kind of defensive adjustments are made to limit the easy scoring opportunities.
Player of the half.
Markkanen is providing all of the evidence needed to show that rebounding starts with positioning. You don't need to be the strongest man on the court to have a chance at a rebound. Of course, it doesn't hurt if you're the strongest man out there.
Who was cold?
Forget cold. This guy will be happy to be lukewarm at this point. He can't seem to get anything going.
Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Lonzo with it. Leads just a point. Here comes the screen. Ball to Richardson. Oh, emphatic slam.
It's that easy, Ed. You never want to leave any doubt when attacking the rim.
The possession in favor of Detroit. Jamal Murray guarded by Klay Thompson. To Middleton. Drummond. Dion Waiters not shaken for the early struggles. Maybe this is a sign of things to come.
As my mother would say to the defender, A for effort, F for results.
Richardson to Thompson. Ball to Thompson.
Cutter, coming through.
Shot clock winding down.
Back door.
Wide open. Too easy. You can't give him that look.
When the ball's in his hands, we all knew what was going to happen.
Murray into the front court. His guys down 3. Screen coming. To Waiters. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Jamal Murray. Can't go down. Smothering defense.
Shooters shoot, period. I don't want to hear any excuses. That's why you're on the floor. You keep doing what you're doing with that superior confidence.
Murray with it. The deficit now up to 5. To Waiters. Favors. To Drummond. The big fella, Andre Drummond. The defense is really going to have to start paying attention. He's 5 for 5 for the field.
This is where I go back into player mode. If a dude starts to try to have 40 points on me, I'm going to foul out. I'm going to start hitting him in places he's not used to being hit. I'm trying to do anything to throw him off his game.
Vucevic to Thompson. And he'll head to the line.
The game is too tight for you to be taking risks like that. You want to avoid foul trouble at all costs.
Nikola Vucevic, a couple of free throws on the way. For his career, 72%. And he connects on the first free throw. Able to convert on both free throws. Murray into the front court. 5-point game. To Middleton. Trying to cash in. Whoa, Chris Middleton. He struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
You see, the great playmakers see the shot before it ever happens. They recognize how they were being guarded on the previous set, and then they make the necessary adjustments.
Thompson goes to the left side. Rebound taken in by Favors. Murray with the basketball. They're down 3. All by himself. Creates his own shot there.
Might have had an extra dribble or 2 there, but he got the shot he wanted.
Ball with it up top. Looking to make something happen to Richardson. Gets a shot up off the mark. Murray into the front court. His guys now trailing by a point. Now ready to shoot at the line.
This drives me nuts when I see fouls like that being called in a close game. Sometimes you just got to let them play, ref.
Lonzo Ball at the line. First one goes down. And he makes them both. Jamal Murray guarded by Klay Thompson. To Waiters. Dallas owns the basketball. To Ball. Vucevic. It goes down.
Man, that may not have been a gimme, but that layup at the rim definitely chips away at the pride of the defense.
Murray with it. Down 5. Nothing going here on that drive. Somehow finds a way to get it to go. Can't fault the D.
And while the ball was still in his hands, a sidestep throws a defender off. People aren't used to seeing that type of footwork.
Gets it in the left corner. Here comes the screen. Thompson. A lot of contact. No whistle.
And you have to remember that your hand is part of the ball. There wasn't enough contact on that play for the refs to blow the whistle.
To Waiters. Shot clock winding down. Just off the mark.
I love when I see a good contest. You're crowding the player's landing space, which naturally makes him worrisome about turning an ankle on that landing.
Ball with the basketball. His team up by 1. 4-3. No good. That's great defense.
Great contest by the D, but I want to see the coaching staff call the same exact play the next possession. Get that offensive player the ball. Let him prove that it wasn't the D. It was more in his own head.
Mavericks with the basketball. Ball. To Thompson. Takes stock of the floor. Shot by Thompson, no good.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Shot clock to 4 for the Pistons. Jamal Murray, offensive board. Oh, working hard there. Collects the rebound and gets it back up for the slam. Neither side is giving up an inch.
I guarantee you tomorrow on Complex's social feed, that play will have millions of views. And I'm really looking forward to this fourth quarter because the first 3 have lived up to the billing.
Thompson.
Make it tough on him. Make it tough on him.
Knocked loose. Just inside the arc. At the buzzer. Klay Thompson at the line for 2 shots. A career 85% free throw shooter. Knocks down the first. No back-to-back free throws here. He missed the second. Third quarter comes to an end. The fourth quarter on the way. We have a tie ball game. Pistons basketball here to start the fourth quarter. And this game's been everything we could have hoped for. All tied up after 3.
This is what happens when you have winners on both sides. People who are not willing to give up and will continue to scrape and claw to get themselves in a position to win this ballgame.
Count the basket inside.
Hand down, man down. You got to get up and contest the shot.
Lonzo Ball with the rock to Thompson. Nice pass to set things up. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
That's what I'm talking about. Nice finish. It's all business.
Parker into the front court. Our score all even here in the fourth quarter. Drummond to Favors. Perfect feed to set up the basket.
D. Favors may never become the star that some of us expected him to be for a guy taking 3rd overall in the 2010 NBA draft. But what he has done is build himself a very solid NBA career by being a strong, low-post presence.
Thompson to Ball. Five on the shot clock. Here's a chance from long range. Hits it. And the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
The most important part for the offensive player is to create space. If you can create space, you can find your rhythm. And that's what we saw.
Lauri Markkanen with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 84% free throw shooter. Count that one. And a 4-point trip. Right now, the Pistons have the basketball. To Drummond. Knocked loose. Couldn't keep it in. Off Derek Favors. The opposing coach is going to counter. Make some changes of his own. Lonzo Ball. Quiet night, but 2 for 3 in the contest right now.
The defender needs to do a better job of forcing a pickup there.
Murray into the front court. His guys trail now by 4. To Middleton. Five to shoot. Jamal Murray. Tough shot. Well defended.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Markkanen to Richardson. Nothing going here on that drive. Dallas with 4 to shoot. Deep 2 there, won't go. Murray with the basketball, trailing by 4. Pass stolen by the Mavericks.
Tonight, it may not cost you, but in a playoff game, it will.
Josh Richardson buries it on the catch and shoot.
Don't seem shocked. This is how the game is played these days. Shooting a 3 is like shooting a layup.
Murray into the front court. The margin standing now at 7. Oh, good defense there as the Mavs take it away.
You go back to the principles, things that we started working on when we were in 1st and 2nd grade. It's called the shell drill. You stay down in the stance defensively, you try to deny the next pass away, and you have to communicate. If your conditioning is bad, you have no chance. But if you're able to do all these things together, collectively, you will be able to stop a great passing team.
Swallowed up by Drummond. Murray with it. They trail by 7. It's the Mavericks right now at the controls. To Richardson. Sizing up the defense. Richardson Shakes free and hits.
And if you're on D right now, if you're off on the weak side, stunt towards the driver. That means fake at him. Don't overcommit. Stunt, then get back to you or stay at home. Force him to make one of those passes or force him to take a crazy shot at the rim.
To Drummond. Lauri Markkanen snatching it out of the air. Foot was on the line. It's a turnover. Time for some new personnel into the game. Ball into the front court. His team leads it by 10. To Richardson. They'll get it down to Thompson. Great look and vision. He's going to the free throw line to shoot.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Nikola Vucevic. He's got 2 shots coming. He's perfect from the line so far. First one, count it. So he hits the first, misses the second. Murray into the front court. His guy's down 11. Here comes the screen. Detroit with 4 to shoot. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. He's got it for 3.
Ed, let me tell you how this one goes. It ain't no fun if the homies can't have some. Everyone's getting a piece of the rock tonight.
Dallas with the possession. To Vucevic. Nikola Vucevic. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
It just seems like nobody can stop him but him. Once he's found his offensive swag, that boy's deadly.
To Drummond. Slam dunk, Derek Favors. Jay, I'm surprised he had a chance to wrap him up.
Well, you're not the only one surprised. This guy is not a good free throw shooter. You never let him have an easy bucket. If anything, make him earn it at the charity stripe.
Markkanen to Ball. To Richardson. Off the mark. With defense like that, little margin for error. Smith with the basketball. His club's staring up at an 8-point deficit. Oh, he hits the 3.
Well, that change is inevitable. And one of the things that continues to fascinate me about this game, usually when you see a good three-point shooting team, their shoulders are square to the basket. That's no longer the case in today's game. These guys are off balance, they're moving different ways, yet they still have extreme shot-making ability.
To Vucevic. Ball. Missed it. He always has the green light, but the defense was ready. Pistons ball here. Middleton. Here comes the screen. To Drummond. Nikola Vucevic able to recover with the block.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
He won't get away with this one. Referee calls it intentional.
Okay, now look over to the sideline and see what the staff is trying to draw up on the next play. That's good clock management thus far.
And now an intentional foul, so they'll send him to the line. 2 free throws here means it's a 3-possession game.
Smart play. You have fouls to use. Good way to manage the clock without burning a timeout.
Misses the first. And he's he's able to hit the second after missing that first one. Whistle stops play, and we'll get a timeout here for Detroit. They'll need a quick shot and then likely a quick foul in what is now a two-possession game. Knocks it down off the step back. And an intentional foul here in the closing moments, but it shouldn't make too much of a difference in what is now a two-score game.
Good foul right there. You want to stop the clock.
And hits the first free throw. Goes 2 for 2. He'll let one fly from half court. The victory to the Mavericks as they take care of business at home. For Jay Williams and all our crew, I'm Ed Cohen saying so long for now.
The Mavericks won this game after a close finish. And of course, I've got to mention how many times they scored from beyond the arc. They were so confident with the three ball, and it was instrumental to their success. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Dallas Mavericks. The Pistons must be devastated after such a close loss.
And even though they shot so well from the field, I bet they're only thinking about the shots they missed. This was a tough game to lose.
Check out the leading scores for the Detroit Pistons.
Game track. Three-point shooting.
Each of these teams were solid with their long-range shooting. So by extension, they were pretty poor with their perimeter defense. Closing out on shooters must always happen, whether you're tired or not.
Player of the game.
Nikola Vucevic gets the award for the most obvious reason, and that's his scoring output. He couldn't be stopped, and it was incredible to watch. That does it for us. On behalf of the rest of the crew, good night.